So we have like most of that story about the metal can and the Yoshis and everything? Okay.
The ending part of the Yoshi into the metal can.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if I'm going to put that in because I don't like putting in my go.
Yeah. That's understandable. Blooper reel.
Smash it with a hammer!
I smashed it.
You didn't really smash. You kind of just swung it. No. There we go. That was a slick move when you actually watch her do it.
Mm-hmm. I love the animations. They're grand. Perfect.
They're grand.
I was going to say grand, great, perfect, and then
they're grat.
just kind of melted together.
They're gratic. Gratic.
So, do you see this shit?
Oh,
yeah! Transformers! Robot boys!
Oh, I see. I see. She was looking at the robots.
And she was licking her lips and like, yeah. Oh, I thought they were
I want a piece of that. I want to be inside that.
She's inside of it.
Yep. Yeah. Those oh wait, no, those are definitely Umbra machinations because of that.
Yes.
Because they, for a second, they almost looked angelic. Just for a second. Well, because of the gold, but then the black. The black and then the gold really, the design over there really settled it. Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, where is this fucker behind me? There we go.
Punch the shit out of it. Those are boss type enemies, but man, you're in a robot, they don't even give you an HP bonus.
Not for them, no.
You're on equal level with them now.
Exactly.
Not like you were on, you were still better than before, but the game deemed them a threat on the back HP bar. Not anymore!
Yeah, pretty much. Now we're just badasses. And you use the fucking gun in this. You use that gun.
That's when you hold the attack button, right?
Yeah.
It's because it's so good.
It is so good in these things.
I wonder what caliber bullet it is. Bayonetta caliber. Umbran caliber.
They're just like tubes of lipstick.
Yeah, you still got hit, man.
Dude, if we're gonna do this without getting hit runs and shit, we would be on the first level still.
True. But you'd start getting really good at it. The fuck do those things even think they can do? Yeah, they died in one hit, didn't they?
Yes, I did.
They didn't even get knocked against anything. They just exploded in place.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. That was that guy's livelihood. You broke his card.
Yeah.
I bet people are really fucking sick of having this city destroyed.
You haven't figured it out yet?
What, there were 500 years in the past?
Yes.
I know, but then this city gets destroyed, and then it gets destroyed again in the Bayonetta 1. I'm just saying. Jeez, man.
There you are.
I'm just saying. If I had a choice to live somewhere, I would not choose the place that is the closest to heaven.
That has been destroyed before.
Yeah, it's like, it's the same thing as why do people fucking live in Metropolis with Superman? Fucking giant ass aliens come like every fucking week, and like Superman gets punched through a building, and you're like, God damn it, man! I just fucking fixed this.
Yes, but on the other hand, when you're being attacked by these alien things, let's say they're attacking the entire planet, you want to be closest to where it's going to be saved first. You don't want to be...
I guess I can see that.
Yeah, you don't want to be in, California. No one's to be in California.
Yeah. Nothing happens in Reddit. A lot of things happen in California. We've got Hollywood down there and down south.
And Disneyland.
And Disneyland. So, I mean, we have exciting stuff, just nothing exciting happens in Northern California. We're not all the weird-ass... I don't walk down my street and see Hollywood movie stars as I go.
Yeah.
Like you do in Southern California.
But anyway,
we're also not all surfers, and it is an endless temperate summer all day. But
people...
And then, we're not all these kind of bras, man.
We're not like this, bruh.
You want to go down to the beach, man?
Dude, I caught some killer waves last night.
You know what?
I don't know why I was surfing at night. I don't know why I'm doing this with you.
Dude, man, it's because I was fucking smoking a doobie. and surfing some waves, and you know what was amazing? I was smoking my doobie while I was surfing my waves, and the doobie didn't go out. It was a sign from God.
Hey, Scooby, you want a doobie snack?
You want a doobie snack?
Yeah, I do. Okay. Okay. They're not high, they're just stupid.
What's that from?
Something. Harvey Birdman, Ace Attorney.
Okay. They're not high, they're just stupid. No, they're
Okay,
fucking
do you
high.
notice anything here?
You get to keep the robot.
I keep the robot. I get the robot. The enemies spend their time.
I hope they just send you a bunch of fucking...
What's up, motherfuckers?
I was like, I hope they just send you a bunch of small enemies. And you just...
This is small enemies.
But they gave him HP bars. What the fuck is that?
I kill him in 3 hits.
But you needed that for this guy. I don't know, man. I don't think you're gonna do this.
Watch
Oh,
that
that would be cool if like Madame Butterfly came out and punched it, and she had robot arms.
just wires sticking out of her.
Yeah, just I'm Madame
Not
Butterfly.
even back in, just sticking out.
I'm Madame Butterfly. I do whatever the fuck I want.
Anyway.
If I want robot arms, I will give
I
myself...
love that she puts her arm on the ground to be able to turn. That's such an awesome thing.
Yeah, I say it again. They put so much detail into the animations and how everything moves.
It's
That's the
graphic again.
What?
It's graphic again.
Yeah, it is.
It's
It's
like
graphic.
Because it's all because everything this day and age should always be about the graphics.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay, yeah. If we're gonna do modern gamers, yes, everything needs to be 1080p, 60 frames a second, and not have any frame lag.
Frames,
I need to
thank
be
you.
able to count the amount of hairs on that person's head. No, it doesn't need to be about the graphics. It needs to be about the detail.
The details. I think story needs to be a good one. I can't think because this is not
It needs to be about the detail. It needs to be about the effort that the people put into the graphics, not just making it pretty. I'll just tell you a game that has pretty graphics, but not a whole lot of detail. Call of Duty.
Yeah.
It's pretty looking, but man, there's no detail in that game at all. It's such a... What's the word I'm looking for? It's such a copy-paste game. You know, they have they have the pretty graphics, and they just kind of They have the model of the game, and they just like they paste the new textures on the model to make it look prettier every single time. There's no soul in those games anymore. There's no soul at all.
Was there ever?
Yes. Come on. Call of Duty Modern Warfare had some soul because it was the first installment, and they wanted to do something different, and they wanted you to think about.
Well, I was thinking all the other ones like as a whole, all the Modern Warfare, all those things like that.
Yeah, there's soul in some of them. Some of them have things to say. Like I guess Spec Up the Lines had a very good thing to say
Spec
too.
Up the Lines?
Yeah, it's from the Spec Ops series. It's called Spec Up the Lines or something like that.
Okay, that doesn't help.
It's just a game called that, and it also has because you're mentioned. It's a war game. It's a tactical war game.
Well, no, I meant Call of Duty in a whole. You know, like
Modern
Call of
Warfare.
Duty 1, is that any different than Modern Warfare? You get new guns, but it's still war.
I guess it's
war
because
never changes.
I guess it's because Modern Warfare definitely had more of a story that it wanted to tell, and how it felt about war. Modern Warfare 2 kind of had that, but it went a little more over the top than you would have liked. It was a little more...
Well, Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, I think those were all during the same war.
Yeah.
So I don't remember it.
And I don't think I
changing.
played Modern Warfare 3, so I can't really say anything about that. But
I played a little bit.
You had this feeling like the Modern Warfare games wanted to one-up each other.
Yes.
Whereas you didn't need to one-up each other, you just had to have detail, you know? You didn't, I mean, they tried to one-up each other by having a mission that you could skip because it was so sensitive.
Yes.
You know, where I feel like you could have done the same thing for the, like if you'd add the feature to skip the nuclear scene in Modern Warfare 1, you probably would have had the same impact.
No, that was a huge scene. I think that was a major scene.
Yeah.
They had to keep that.
I know, but I mean, I feel like giving you the ability to skip that scene was trying to artificially raise the impact of that scene as well. You know what I mean?
Well, it was a very impactful thing. Modern Warfare 2, they tried to skip that scene because you're shooting civilians, and it's like, you're not supposed to do this, ever. You know, if someone's using nukes or something, it's like, okay, people are going to die if a nuke is used. There's, like, no way to stop that.
You could also not shoot. As, yeah, you just watch the
That'd be amazing if, you know, governments could do that. But every government is flawed massively.
I wouldn't say that our government does that, but I think if, I'm just saying, if the moment arrived where they needed to have somebody on the inside like that, they probably would. If it was that necessary. Because
in Modern Warfare 2, you mean?
Yeah, that scene. You had somebody that was on the inside, so they had to act like that person to get close to him.
Yes.
So they could find out what we do. I think we would have somebody doing something like that if it was absolutely necessary.
Killing people or killing civilians? No.
I don't know, man.
I do not see, you know,
but
any
again,
government doing that.
Again, this is also a point where... Okay, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Put up a shield.
We're flying.
Okay, you just stopped in front of that shield. Like, are you going to smash right through it? Is that what's going to happen? But that's, again, the other point in which I say that Modern Warfare 2 was just trying to be super freaking edgy. And it was trying to hype up... It didn't feel as real as Modern Warfare.
In that moment, no. But, you know, when you're playing and everything, and then Ghost and Roach are being burned alive by the person you thought was your ally, that's pretty, like, wow.
Yeah, and then they also exploded a nuke in the air to create, like, an EMP.
Yes.
It's like they did a lot
of... That was a little overblown.
Well, they did all of those things in one game, when the Modern Warfare 1 only had, you know...
The one nuke.
The one nuke, and I guess you could say the ending scene where you're bleeding out and you manage to shoot the guy. But that was just an ending scene. Also, I want to touch more on, not Modern Warfare, but first-person shooters as a whole. Man, why can't they do boss battles good anymore? In first-person shooters.
What kind of first-person shooters are you talking about?
Let's just go ahead and do Call of Duty, Far Cry.
Well, no. Name one that has a good boss, and then
Metroid Prime. 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, but that's
I'm saying that what a lot
of
the
futuristic stuff. Modern Warfare was
Halo. Halo's
Halo didn't really have too much of a boss fight.
I know, that's what I'm saying, is when you do a boss fight in a first-person shooter, a lot of developers seem to have trouble actually doing it because it either boils down to it's a normal enemy with a fuck ton of HP, so you don't treat it as any other enemy except you have to shoot it 20 times more. Or Far Cry, it just evolves into a quick-time event that doesn't feel like it has very much involvement with the game at all.
For Far Cry, because I'm going off of Far Cry 3 because that's like the only one I've actually played, because
the same thing happens to a lot of third-person shooters like Uncharted and
I never played Uncharted, so I don't know anything. But,
Gears of War.
But like you were saying for Far Cry, I don't mind that because so much of the game is shooting and everything. You're having to do all this awesome stuff anyway. Just doing it for a boss fight. I think changing it up for something like that would be alright. Changing it to the quick time. I think it's okay for that.
I don't think they did it right then. Only because the way they did it was awkward. They made it detached from the world. It was almost just a drug trip the entire time. In Far Cry 3.
Kind of. It was your showdown with him, physically and mentally.
Well, it was all bosses they did that with. Where they all basically...
There was only like 2.
I know. And even if it was just 2, it was still all of them.
Yay!
Put lipstick in it?
No, she flipped it off and put her finger in and twisted it. Like she did with the motorcycle. But,
and it just made it explode.
She set it into overdrive. But
oh, and then she left it.
And then she left it so it'd explode on its own. Well, the whole acid trip, you know, there's only like 2 bosses in that game. And I think that's okay for that. If they did it for like every major encounter, then it's a big fucking problem. But that many is fine.
Well, again, there was only like 2 major encounters.
Yeah. Then I think of Halo. Halo 2 had a boss, if I remember correctly. Halo 1 didn't really have a boss. the boss was surviving the onslaught of Flood and Covenant and everything coming at you while they're fighting each other. Just this huge war zone. Get through it. What time are we at?
We're only at like 16 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Calm down, man.
Well,
I got this.
It's usually like one episode per thing unless it's boss fights. Metroid was different because they give you so many different pieces of equipment. You know, you get the Morph Ball, then you get the Spider Ball, then you get the Power Bomb, and this, that, and the other. And then you have to use it at different times. In a war game, you don't get that. You don't get all these upgrades. You get whatever guns you had when you go in. You know, so I can't see them doing boss battles in those games.
It just doesn't lead up to a very... I mean, they either have to do it very... Which means that almost all first-person shooters end up doing... Well, they end up doing a very cinematic boss fight instead of actually having something with substance.
But when you don't have anything that you can give substance to, what else are you going to do? Just end it on, hey, they got away. No.
I can see what you're saying, too. But I also feel like there's a better way. Does that make sense?
I'm thinking Modern Warfare, how can you do it for a better way in that? Whatever guns you might have picked up during a level, that's what you have. I mean, you could do, like, Geist, which, if I remember correctly, that's first person. And, you know, you possess different things to fight. But then that game has its own niche. You know, you can possess all these things. Like, I give a fuck. I'm in the middle of being a badass. Alright?
Are there more Ember Witches out there? Is that what I'm saying?
They're all fighting, yes.
Man, they suck at it.
The fact that I'm having to take over for them.
Basically, man.
But,
they seem like they're just doing the same attacks over and over again and not getting
they
results.
are. They are. They're just shooting.
No! Let me out! Let me out!
Okay.
I got this! Oh, fuck!
You know, something like that. When it has something going for it, you could do a unique boss fight. But, Call of Duty, let's take number 2, because that's the, ending that really stands out in my mind. Yeah, sure, in the first one you shoot the guy, but it really is, you just shoot the guy.
Right, this is when you get the knife in you and you take it out.
No, that was the first one. In the second one, you get the knife in you, and you have to actually fight it. And it's a pretty hard button mash. I mean, I'm a pretty good button masher and everything. You have to button mash on that thing quite a bit in order to
I thought the first one was, it's the car crash, and the guy is walking around and
killing all the people. They slide you, or one of them slides you a gun. You just shoot the guy.
And the second one, you pull a knife out of you and throw it at the guy.
You throw it at the guy, yes. So you have to actually do something like that, you know? That's something. I don't know what number 3 did. I don't know if it even did anything.
It just feels, I guess it feels like a lot of the story now just wants you to get it done and then go.
Well, that's what Call of Duty games are becoming.
I know, man. I wish... But when you do something... I guess it's hard because when you do something like that, and you make this good story, i.e. the first and the second one, you have to keep doing that again and again because people expect it of you. And then at what point do you just give up? When are they just going to release Call of Duty Online?
Just online games?
Yeah. I don't think it would suck at all.
Well, does Steam do that? I thought they had like multiplayer only.
No.
Oh, okay.
Maybe the older Call of Duties did.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could buy them separately.
Well, I thought I meant like
because I know Call of Duty 4 has
Advanced Warfare, whatever the newest one is. I thought that one had on Steam the multiplayer only. I'm not sure. I wasn't even interested in it because they started adding jump pads and everything.
I don't know about it.
It's kind of like
they have smart grenades.
Yeah, when you start adding stuff like that, especially when you didn't balance the first few games.
I will say the greatest moment though. I wish it wasn't patched because it was just too much fucking fun.
Oh, the running around.
Running around. Yeah. It was. I can kind of understand how they patched it because you were calling.
You're calling something.
You would get past most people who didn't see it. And the ability to flank somebody who's who's rightfully camping, like trying to take an area.
Well, okay, but hang on. The thing is that was a glitch. They needed to patch it. Commando in number 2, being able to knife people from 10 feet away and they can't be damaged in the animation. Fuck that. That's not balanced. Being able to knife from 10 feet away, fine. If they take a shotgun to the face, they should be dead. It doesn't matter if they're in the middle of an animation or not.
It's so hilarious, man. Just play the Sonic music and you can do that, and you just feel good.
Did you ever make a video about that?
No, I didn't have recording devices back then.
Really?
No,
Oh, you had your laptop make a video.
no, my laptop. My old pep top, the one Sarah has right now, man, I think it's a piece of shit. Sadly.
That's why you gave it to her.
I gave it to her because that laptop was a piece of shit and I wasn't using it anymore. And the laptop because the laptop she had was a bigger piece of shit. It was older than, it was still running on like Windows 2000. One of those with the plasticky screen and the weird textured feeling screen that's like this weird plastic stuff that if you touch feels all corroded and stuff. Basically the entire thing felt like a cheap piece of shit. But not as cheap piece of shit as Jackson's first PC, the E-Machine.
That big, huge, clunking tower that you guys played Sonic on?
Sonic on and MapleStory.
He played MapleStory on that?
On the E-Machine. And it just got worse day after day. It's like every day he started playing MapleStory on it, you could see it gradually breaking. No!
You called it.
What did I call?
For saying no. I know you didn't mean to.
Oh yeah, I was like, was there something I predicted?
Do you notice this shit?
It's like the first game. The intro to the first game. Except,
you know what else it's like? The fucking intro to this game. Because this is what happened.
Oh, they do that a lot in Bayonetta, don't they?
Yes.
I suppose by do it a lot, they've done it in the first 2 games.
In the 2 games.
In the 2 games that have come out, they have done the exact same
this
thing.
is the only game that it actually becomes a thing. In the in the beginning of this one, you're invincible. You cannot die. During the opening thing and doing all the talking and everything, you cannot die. Now I'm getting ranks and everything.
Right. It is a cool scene.
Yeah.
Pure platinum. You guess. Well, you don't get to see what the trophy looks like.
No.
Maybe it's naked Bayonetta.
It's not.
Damn. Man, ruining my hopes and dreams. You're even on a piece of a building like in the first game.
Or the beginning of this game. This didn't happen in the beginning of this game. Or
sorry,
I can't remember if it did or not.
Kind of missed a bit there. Little one. Here to guide you as always.
He's wearing different
Someone
clothes.
sent you back 5
Something's
years, it
weird.
seems.
Yep.
I see you've already discovered the truth. They don't call you the left eye for naught, do they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Why did I make that noise?
Because
Never
you're
mind
enjoying
that.
the plot twist.
Something more
Or the
important to talk about, my dear.
revealing of the plot.
The witch
Revealing
and
of the
sage
plot.
are still alive.
What's that
All
over there? Is it
sorts
the
of
plot?
plot.
Trifling creatures, both of them.
Look at my
I
hands as I
must
do
be
the
rid
plot.
of them as soon as possible. I want
A tapeworm?
what they have. I want back what is mine.
Bayonetta's body.
The eyes of the world.
That's not what you did. Oh, that's
haven't
like
escaped
Rosa
the
from
future. I can't let him
Jetsons
have
or
them.
something.
Rosie.
Rosie?
Rosie the robot.
How's Rosa? Okay. Rosie.
Oh god, he's got hands.
Laptor.
Lopter? That's his real name?
L-O-P-T-O-R?
I don't know, man, but that's his real name?
That's what it said.
So he's the other side of Squirrel Boy.
You got something right!
The side that was split.
Yes!
But why was he split? in
No,
the
they
first-
split each other. Or he split himself into this.
But why did he do it? Is the question.
That will come up.
He probably did it to help him forget something that he did.
No.
That would be a good guess.
If you don't think you can do it like that,
If I don't
There we
think I'm
go.
gonna guess it.
if you don't think you're gonna get it right, go ahead and stop.
Okay. He was too powerful, so he split himself into two before he was too powerful.
No. Just stop. Just stop, man. Just stop. It'll come.
Alright.
We're actually not that far off.
From the end of the game?
Yeah.
Oh crap. Maybe we should
If
finish...
we really pushed it, we could do it, but...
About how many hours do you think it's like? 2?
2-ish?
I mean, we could do like one more episode before we could possibly be interrupted. So it should be like it's like 3:30 p.m. right now. We should stop at 4 p.m. and then wait until my mother comes home.
Until she's satisfied. And
Yeah,
situated.
and then we start again.
We could.
Maybe we just finish this game today.
We could try.
I feel like
how do you feel about Jackson being in it? I don't care.
I don't care either. You can be here for the last part of it.
Okay. He's gonna have to play. He's probably gonna get a lot closer.
Oh man, come on. Oh, he took an asteroid from space?
Yep.
What a dick.
Yep.
Oh my god, it's huge.
Yep. It's like your. It's like meteor from.
And Bayonetta's like, but mine is bigger.
No, you know what I have?
Gigatons?
I have boom. You don't know that.
Did
okay,
you fucking just headbutt
She just
it?
headbutted it. And
Fuck you, little one.
with fighting Father Balder in a burning building and everything. He hit the ball in the first game and everything.
Uh-huh. Didn't he throw a giant building at you?
He would throw buildings at you, and Bayonetta would headbutt and yell boom as she did.
You know, that does sound like that.
It was fantastic.
Would it be Bayonetta herself would headbutt it? Or-
Yes, Bayonetta herself headbutted. She would shrug and be like, eh. Boom!
I wonder if the multiple arms is a reference to something. Because a lot of deities in Eastern lore would have multiple arms. Yes.
To us, it's Western.
Have you ever wanted to be the center of attention so bad you cut Europe?
No, what?
That's a joke. If you look at a map that is centered on the USA, a USA or American map, it has to cut Europe in half, and it makes us look super fucking cocky. Like, well, if Europe was in the center, wouldn't that cut America?
Yeah. Oh, they didn't do too bad with those whips. I'm not a fan of them. They're a good utility tool, but they're not an offensive tool.
Dude, you threw a meteor at Bayonetta. You thought throwing a building would do any different?
Well, he did slam her into a building and then crush her with the building.
Yeah, they didn't do shit though.
It knocked her right down.
Yeah, that's like the same as pulling your hair for us. It's like, oh man, you asshole. Now what is Luca gonna do? And how the fuck did he get up there?
It's like Spider-Man 1, the game. You can just web sling onto whatever you want. So the door opens.
How did he open the door?
Dun, dun, dun. He's a like investigator shit stuff. He knows how to do stuff.
Man, Luca's amazing.
You know the hat?
Clicky
Skeleton key.
I wish I had one of those.
Just wearing it, he can just touch things and it opens. Like if he were to like brush up against Bayonetta's legs. Oh, that was terrible.
Who was the motherfucker who named their place Thimbleventer?
Yeah, pretty much. Thimbleventer. Oh fuck.
You idiot. You couldn't come up with any cooler name.
What? Thimbleventer.
Keep us safe with this. It's my trump card.
I get it.
Just take me there.
You notice that's also the one that Bayonetta shot through.
Girls passing out in front of me I'm used to. But this is unbelievable.
Yeah, you have that effect on little children
I guess
too.
it beats
Pervert.
addicting toddlers to lollipops.
Pedophile.
I'm gonna touch his ass like that.
Carrying Cereza around like that. Little Cereza here. I think that would have been an awesome costume too.
Playing as Cereza.
Playing as Little Cereza. They did it with Little King Zero, and Little King Zero was a piece of shit. I think Little Cereza would have been funny. I don't know why. Oh, right, it's still the same level.
So where are you?
This is another area from the first game. Valley of Witches and... Oh, there's a bird. Valley of Witches and Sages.
Just jump up and get it. Use your whip, man.
No, yeah, like it that way. They made it a billion times easier to get those birds.
But you only have 9 out of 20?
Yeah.
And what did you get for collecting all the birds in the first game?
Wasn't the platinum circle in there? I think you got the climax bracelet?
And what do you get for collecting all the birds in this game?
I don't know, I haven't got them all.
The hell, man?
What? That's it? That's it?
How are you gonna get him crushed, man? You don't have Rosa helping you. Man, how are you gonna...
He pushes hard.
It's just too late, but he's still alive.
Yep. They have to be pretty well. The whip isn't exactly... Like I said, it's a utility weapon. It's not a... Thorn? It's not
Who the hell do you think you are?
Like I said, it's not a kill weapon. It's utility.
Oh man, we're actually gonna stop. It's 32 minutes!
Oh, wow. So we can't just have it go, you know, a little bit longer.
No!
Oh, God. Alright, kill this guy. We'll pause it and start the next one.
Good! Thank you.
Let's do something strong.
Something... Well, that's pretty strong. That's not hitting him.
He was supposed to be double.
It just sounds like she says fuck off all the time.
She probably does.
Yeah.
That's when I first realized that in the first game, a lot of the things that Jean says, she'll say, quit wasting my time, and then she'll flip around and punch and say fuck off. She was a badass. I don't know what she says in this one. I didn't play as her very much, except for the storyline.